hope you're well and having a lovely day. We're going to chat all about the quadriceps today and different ways of stretching them. The quadriceps are big, powerful muscles. They sit on the front of the thigh, and like the hamstrings, they are two joint muscles, so they are affecting the hip and the knee, primarily concerned with knee extension. Sometimes they feel a bit tricky to stretch. Often we're taught single leg stands, trying to reach through that heel and pulling on that, and that's great if you've got the flexibility to do that, but otherwise it can just feel a little bit inaccessible. But when they get too tight, they can cause a lot of problems and discomfort, and they commonly get really tight in arthritic knees and hips, and then access can be an issue. So we're going to just break these stretches down and look at lots of different ways that you can access them, and hopefully one of those ways really works for you. And we'll start with a classic that everybody knows, and we're going to sort of modify it from there. So, quadriceps stretch. Here are your quads, and here is probably that stretch you know from primary school. We're just reaching through like this, and this is great if you've got the flexibility to do that, in the shoulder, in the wrist, in the hip, in the knee, and the balance to do this. So the first thing we can change here is the balance. If you need, there's a door, there's a wall to hold on to. So straight away, that stretch is feeling a little bit more accessible. Okay, so from here, what you can do if you think, but you know what, Em, that doesn't feel strong enough, we can use opposite hand to foot. So reaching and holding and stretching like so. Again, you've got a wall or a door here for balance, and we're just changing the orientation of the hip and the muscle that little bit so that stretch can feel a little bit deeper. Another thing you can do if you want to bring in your hip flexor is just take that leg further away. That will really amplify the stretch nicely. You can do that with the first hold that I showed you as well. Every stretch, a good 10 to 20 seconds, unless you're pregnant, and the rules are a little bit different there. So, looking at ways to access the quadriceps, if reach is a bit of a problem, we can get a nice trusty stretchy band, but you know what, a belt will do just great here, dressing gown, cord, anything. And you hook around that lower leg, holding on, and you can just hold like this. This will stretch your quadriceps. You have taken origin away from the insertion. So this will provide the stretch. You've got the wall here for balance again, if required. If this just isn't feeling safe for you, a really nice adaptation is a side lying stretch. So being safely able to access the floor. Again, wrapping that band around that lower leg, bending the bottom knee so back is nice and secure, and just drawing that leg back to where it is comfortable, where you're feeling a stretch on the front of that stretching thigh. As always, a good 10 to 20 second hold, unless you're pregnant. So, lots of ways there to access and stretch your quadriceps. As always, if you have any questions, I'm right here. I'm very happy to help you. And in the meantime, I wish you a healthy, happy day.